All right, everybody, here we are once again at the Cross-Eyed Bull. Last week we had a nice talk with Alan Lynch, the owner, and he's got so many things. There's things coming in here constantly, coming in, going out, so there's always something new to see. But today, we're going to be talking about something pretty special and hot. I kind of like it. It's that stove right there. But the first thing we're going to do is say hi to Alan. Alan, how's it going, buddy?
Good.
It's good to see you.
Good.
Everybody just was talking up a storm last week about what you had to offer on your program and your store here, and check out the YouTube video, the whole works. So it's going to be really good. I want to talk to you about another product that you have here at the store, and that is this kerosene stove.
Yes, this is a New Perfection kerosene stove.
That's the brand name is New Perfection.
New Perfection.
That's a number 3, though, right?
It is a number 3.
And the reason I bring that up, everybody, is because I was talking with Alan before, and we wanted to look it up, and we Googled it, and sure enough, there was instructions, and I got the specific model with the specific pictures, the whole work. So, Alan, go ahead and talk to me a little bit more about this stove. I think it's pretty cool. I love it. Fell in love with it the first time I saw it, and I want everybody to see it.
Yes, it's a really neat stove. I mean, it can be used for decoration, or you could even do a bit of restoration on it and maybe bring it up to be able to use it in an off-grid cabin or in that type of nature. It has these cast iron burners here. Those are really cool.
What do you got, 3 on top?
Yeah, 3 burners on top, yes.
Well, Alan, what's the whole thing made out of anyway? It looks like it's cast iron steel, heavy steel. It looks like one of those stoves that you can barely move.
Right.
But you and I moved it. It was pretty light, right?
Yeah, it is. It's actually pretty light. It's made out of a light metal. The legs are cast iron, but the base of the stove is all just like a light metal. The burners are cast iron, so they'll last longer.
I'll tell you what, before you start taking this thing apart, let me do a top side view of what this thing looks like. This is your top side, 3 burners. I'm going to get to the back side to show you the back side too. That's a pretty neat looking stove. This is a great antique piece if you want to just have it for decor. If you want to utilize it, a little fixing up on this thing, and it should work just fine. Take it out to the cabin. And I think, Alan, what we're going to do is we're going to dissect this thing, right, to show everybody how it works.
Sure.
I get my finger out of the screen. Okay.
All right.
I'm a radio host, everybody, not a photographer.
We have the cast iron burners. We got 3 of those on top. Then you have the base here that directs the heat. A little door that opens up.
Now, wait a minute. Let's talk about this piece first, because I know there's a couple of aspects on those burners. Not the burner themselves, but the blue piece that you got in your hand.
Right.
If you shut the door and you look at the bottom, you'll notice all the holes in the bottom of that, right around here.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's the way it controls the flame. The flame comes up from the burner and goes through there and dissipates the heat and makes it even.
Right.
Now, what's the purpose of the door? Show them the door.
Well, the door opens up. First of all, so you can light your flame. You could also open that up to allow more heat to come into the house if you're using it as a secondary heating source.
So if somebody has more kerosene or lamp oil than chopped wood, they can heat their house up with this thing, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's move a little further into this thing, see what's going on.
All right. So
Actually, let's go to the start with the fuel tank.
Okay. The fuel tank's over here. It lifts off. There. So here's where you fill it. You push this down, fills through there, through the little neck into that tank. And here it has like a looking valve.
You can kind of see that bubble moving up and down, right?
Yeah. So it tells you your fuel level, so you know how much fuel you have.
Now, we talked about this before too. It's a kerosene here, but I was looking it up online, and basically they're saying you could use lamp oil or kerosene.
That's correct.
The lamp oil has a tendency not to smell like kerosene when it
That's
burns.
right.
And what's nice about that, you can go to Walmart, buy a whole bunch of bottles, keep them stored without really worrying about the combustible aspects of it, but it still can utilize on this stove. Okay, so we were looking at the tank, and then it goes down into your line.
Yep.
Let's see if I can focus in on it. Okay, so
Goes
once the tank is put back on, it releases the valve, and the oil starts coming through. The kerosene starts coming through this line, right?
Yes, it does. And then you have each individual burner has a control valve here, so you can raise or lower the flame, and the line continues on down there to the third one.
So in reality, you could just use one burner if you wanted to and conserve your fuel.
Sure you could.
You just shut off 2 valves, keep the 1 valve on.
Yep.
You got your coffee pot on top.
Right.
Okay, let's look at the burners real quick. We got the one cover off of there. You've got the ring that holds the blue part of the burner. That comes off, I
Yep,
believe.
that comes off.
Then you got your wick inside of there.
Yep. Have your wick there, and this is your adjustment. You can see that.
Just like a regular, what do they call those? Lanterns, basic lantern.
I call it a lantern.
That's right. Just raise it up, lower it down, depending on how much heat you want.
That's correct.
Okay. And then the valves adjust the heat, or if you shut off the burner itself. And then you've got the, I don't know what they call this plate, a dissipator plate.
I suppose that's what you'd call that, just a dissipator plate. Just sits right on there.
Okay, and this is called the, what's it called again?
A New Perfection.
New Perfection number 3. You can go look it up. The windows are all intact. Now, what's this baby running for?
This week we have it on sale for $150.
$150.
That's correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, to me, that's an awesome price for a great looking antique, for one that you can fix up a little bit and get it ready to use. Take it out to the cabin, take it out wherever, or if your power goes off, you have a secondary heat and cooking source. Once again, let me give you another view of this thing. I like it. I love it. I think it's pretty awesome. Alan, what's the best way they can get a hold of you? You said you had eBay auctions, and what's your phone number here? You have an online website?
Our phone number here is 254-717-6400.
Say it again.
254-717-6400.
And if they wanted to go to your eBay store, how do they go about that directly?
They can find us by searching, doing the seller search, Cross-Eyed Bull 254, or you can find us on Facebook at Cross-Eyed Bull.
Fantastic. And you've got things displayed there as well?
We do.
Now,
We try to put up several pictures, a few times a week.
Last time I know you were telling me you had a whole bunch of stuff you were putting on. It takes time. So did you get a lot of them on?
We did. We've had a great response to our eBay auction site.
Well, that's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Lynch has a lot of great stuff here. One more time, I'm going to pan around just to give you a quick idea of what he's got. And this isn't even half of it. He's got warehouses and storage buildings full of stuff. And like I said, all the time, things are coming in and things are going out. So make sure you check out Alan and Cynthia Lynch from the Cross-Eyed Bull. Give them a call, stop on by, and give good directions on how to get here from Temple.
Well, if you're coming from Temple, we're about 18 miles from Temple. You'd be headed north on Highway 36. When you cross Lake Belton, we're about 7 to 8 miles past the lake on the right-hand side of the road.
And there's a reminder sign on the right side that says, hey, slow down.
It does. It says, hey, slow down.
And I'm always looking
Junk
for that
ahead.
sign, too. Okay. Well, that's great. Alan, this is awesome. And next week, everybody, we're going to have some other kind of goodie. I'm just going to look around and see what touches my fancy here, and we'll talk about it next week. But until that time, we will talk to you soon, and give Alan a call, Alan and Cynthia a call at the Cross-Eyed Bull. Thanks, Alan.
Thank you.